Shazam! Wait, this isn't right. Shazam Volume 1 was written by Jeff Jones with the art by Gary Frank. It follows the story of Billy Batson. He goes to live with this new foster family, but he also encounters a wizard who makes him his new champion, and he has to become this champion by saying the word Shazam. So I really like Billy Batson in this book. He has a bit of an edge to him, but he's still like a good kid, but he's just like really angry because he's been through a lot. He's never really been in a loving family, so when he goes to live with this new family, it's really new to him. He's a bit kind of hostile towards him. He doesn't like the whole idea of it. But the root of the matter is he's still a good kid, but he just is that bit annoyed at life. He's been through a lot and he is just really angry. This shows as well when he becomes Shazam, because his first instinct is not to become a superhero. His first instinct is, I'm not a kid anymore, I'm an adult, and he wants to stay that way. He doesn't want to leave becoming Shazam. And he goes out, he does some stupid things, he goes and buys beer, he goes and uses an ATM, gets some money from it, and just he saves a girl in the most awkward way ever, and it's just really fun, and it's just like a really funny journey he goes on, and I had a ton of laughs reading it as well. I thought his friendship with Freddie Freeman was great as well in the book. Like, because at first the two of them aren't that close, but there is that kind of brother, kind of sibling thing between them, even when they just meet. So when Billy Batson becomes Shazam, even though they're not that close, he does want to show his foster brother what he's became. And then the two of them go on this fun adventure with each other, and as the book goes on, they get closer and closer. And you just kind of get that like brother connection, which was just really nice throughout the book as well, which I really enjoyed. The main villain of the book as well was Black Adam, who I thought was just awesome in this book and such a badass. We get a good look into his backstory, which I found really interesting, and one thing that stuck out to me in this comic is how big Black Adam's ego is. Obviously he was selected as a champion before Shazam, so when he finds out there's been a new champion picked, he hates the idea of it, and he wants to like save humanity, but obviously not in a good way, and he hates the fact that this new champion, so he wants to like kill Shazam while also enslaving humanity, which I just thought was such a cool concept for the character, because he sees himself as the hero, because he sees himself, well, I'm trying to save humanity, but he also wants to enslave it at the same time and essentially kill a kid. So he sees himself as the good guy when really it just isn't. I thought it was really cool in the comic, and he just looks really badass in it as well, which I thoroughly enjoyed. But even though I really enjoyed Shazam, Billy Batson, Freddie Freeman and Black Adam, I thought they were all great characters, but I didn't really feel that connected with the rest of the foster family. I just didn't feel like they developed them a lot. They were just kind of there. You never really got the idea that Billy Batson really connected with him either, because it kind of points out in the book that they did connect with him, but you didn't really get that idea, and it just kind of feels a bit kind of rushed and forced, which I wasn't a huge fan of. And it wouldn't have bothered me too much, but later on in the book something happens and they serve a bigger role, but when they serve this bigger role you don't really care as much. Well, I personally didn't, because I just didn't really feel that connected to them. So when this big like thing happens to them, I just didn't really feel, I was like, okay, I don't really care that much, but it was still a fun read, but I just wasn't like big on the rest of the foster family. But moving on from that, the artwork in this book is stunning. There's so much attention paid to detail, and Black Adam and Shazam just look awesome in this book. You get pages that are just like fully them. It's just a full page dedicated to Black Adam, a full page dedicated to Shazam, and it just looked powerful and just outright badass in it. There's lightning all around them, and I just loved how it looked. There was points where it looked like semi-realistic, and it just zooms in on their face and just their armour and their costume, and it just made like what would look like a goofy costume really like armoured and badass, and I just really enjoyed it. Especially when there's fight scenes, like in the fight scenes there's a lot going on, but you don't feel there's a lot going on because you can easily focus on what is mostly happening. But if you're looking at the background, there is a lot of like attention paid to detail, just like a lot of little things happening, like you see civilians trying to help each other up and all that, and that's just in the background, which I just thought was really well done, and it's kind of showed how much attention Gary Frank paid to what was going on around them. And the colours were just awesome in it, like I said, like the lightning and stuff just around them. It just was so vibrant and just good to look at, and it was one of those comics you just can't put it down because of that. So overall, would I recommend the comic? Definitely. It's a great read, and it's just like, while it's only one volume, it didn't continue the series, it's only one volume, but it is really good. It's just like this nice self-contained story, because it's taken from the pages of the Justice League New 52 comic, but it doesn't feel connected to anything. It just feels like its own little self-contained story, which I thought was awesome. Like, it makes references to like other superheroes, but apart from that, it is just very self-contained, which I loved. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the like button as well, and let me know in the comments below if you read this comic and did you like it, and also are you a fan of Shazam in general or Black Adam. And also be sure to check out my Instagram, TikTok and Twitter. I'll leave all the links to that in the description below. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I hope to see you in the next video.